Good morning, respected faculty members and my friends. We are here to speak about Panchayat and economic development. First of all, I would like to introduce my team members. First, Shreya, and then Saloni and Aditya Amers, and me, Sumit Kiri. Okay. So, first of all, I would like to say about the origination of word Panchayat. The word Panchayat came from the Sanskrit. It is combination of two words. One is Panch and other is Ayat. Where Panch means Panch means 5 wise persons and Ayat means assembly. Panchayat Raj is South Asian political systems mainly in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh and Nepal. It is the oldest systems of local government in India subcontinental. The government of India has appointed a committee in 1957 called Balwant Rai Mehta Committee. It was appointed to examine the working of a committee development programs which was established in 1952. The Act aims to provide 3-tier system of Panchayat Raj for all systems having a population of over 2 million. To hold Panchayat elections regularly in every 5 years. To provide seats reservations for scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and women. To appoint state finance commissions to make recommendations regarding the financial powers of the Panchayat and the constitutions of constitute a district planning committee to prepare a development plan draft for the district. The 3-tier system of Panchayats are 1. Village level Panchayat. It is also called as Gram Panchayat, and other is block level Panchayat, and the third one, which is the last one, is district level Panchayat. Gram Panchayat. Gram Panchayat consists of 17 members elected from the wards of the village, and they are called a Panch. Where block Panchayat means the local government body at the Tehsil and Taluka levels, and district level Panchayat means the Panchayat government. The government systems of at district level in Panchayat Raj is also popularly known as Jilla Parishad. That means district level Panchayats are called Jilla Parishads. Now, I am going to say about the source of funds of Panchayats. There are mainly 3 sources of funds. One is local body grant, and other is sponsored schemes like funds for implementation of centrally sponsored schemes, and third one is funds released by the state government on the recommendations of the state finance commissions. In the history of Panchayat Raj in India, in 1993 the constitution has been amended. The constitution has been amended to provide constitutional status to the Panchayat institutions. The act was extended to Panchayats in the tribal areas of 8 states like Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, etc. Sorry, ma'am? Okay. Now I would like to invite Shreya.
Thank you, Sumit. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir. I would like to continue from where Sumit left. Sumit has already told us about what is the Panchayat system and what is its legal background. I am here to point upon the abstracts of Panchayats and economic development activities, the importance of economic development activities. Firstly, the decentralized planning and development activities. It is very difficult to draw a direct nexus between development and decentralization. However, and mainly in the Indian context, but there have been some successful stories like the Hivre Bazar Panchayat, Nagar Taluka, and the Karnataka Panchayats, where they've taken immense initiatives for rainwater harvesting and brought about a total turnover of the villages from totally scanty rainfall, where people were dying out of food and they were leaving the villages. They with the help of this Panchayat development and this decentralization, they were able to mobilize their resources and initiate this rainwater harvesting program, and then with which there was a total turnabout in the villages. Then the Green Kerala Express reality show. This was an amazing initiative taken in Kerala. Kerala government along with Thiruvananthapuram Doordarshan, they started this reality show in which the Gram Panchayats of different states participated, and it was in which the Gram Panchayats from different states had to participate, and then they would get prizes based upon their stories, what they have done in their villages. So the winners that came up in this reality show were the Elavalli in Palakkad district, won the first prize. The Akathetra Gram Panchayat in Palakkad district won the second prize, and the Adat village in Thrissur district won the third prize. This was an immense. This actually worked as a motivator in initiating the development. This was a great move taken in Kerala. Moreover, as we all know, Kerala is the 100% literate state, so it worked wonders within the state at the Gram Panchayat levels also. Next is the people's planning process in Kerala. This was also a very commendable approach taken by the Kerala state government, wherein the budget of the state was integrated with the budgets at the lower level. Before making the budgets and the process for the financial year for the entire state, the comments from the ground levels, from the villages and panchayats were taken, and it was actually a people's budget in the Kerala. So this was also a commendable approach taken in Kerala. Integrated development experiences. On this, I would like to elaborate upon what happened in Hivre Bazaar. The integrated development means when the entire village took an initiative motivated by one person, and they brought about an entire transformation in the economy of the village. In 2001, the Hivre Bazaar Panchayat, it had a population of just 1,150 households. In 1970s, the place was synonymous with scant rainfall, acute water scarcity, repeated crop failures and land degradation, resulting in a number of households migrating to other places in search of livelihood. In this environment, the villagers elected Mr. Popat Rao Bahuji Pawar as the Sarpanch of the village Panchayat. He was very much influenced by the works of Anna Hazareji and Baba Amte, who took the leadership mantle to transform the village. Based upon the priorities identified by the villagers in the Gram Sabhas, he was able to identify the socio-economic problems and the requirements of the villagers and evolve an integrated development program. Everyone was suffering from the scarcity of water, and due to scarcity of water there was continuous crop failures, and there was famine in the entire village. So they came up with the initiative of rainwater harvesting and collecting whatever the scant rainfall they got, collecting the water and not allowing it to flow away, which ultimately resulted in bringing about a transformation in the village. Then it's the revenue mobilization. As we all know, the more the decentralization of power, better it reaches the masses. As it increase, so this panchayat system, it increase. This slide is mine. So yes. So as we know, so the revenues that are passed on by the government, by the central government to the state governments, and to the from the state governments to the Gram Panchayats, are able to reach the masses in a better way and for their betterment.
Hello, mic testing. Hello.
So, thank you. That's all on my part. I would like to invite Mr. Aditya Amar to take lead from here. Thank you.
हेलो एक मिनट रुको बेटा एक मिनट राइट साइड पे जाओ पीछे
Yes, sir.
और पीछे जैसे you have taken example green Kerala express reality so and people planning process in India, so just you try economic development or Panchayati Raj is based on whole country of India. Okay, don't be specific your presentation on a specific state or on a specific you can say area. Okay, you will be try to cover whole India. मीन्स लाइक अदर स्टेट भी हैं हमारे वहाँ पे कैसे एक्टिविटीज हो रही हैं उसको भी जैसे कि फर्स्ट लाइन इज डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन प्लानिंग एंड डेवलपमेंट एक्टिविटीज व्हाट आर द मेन मोटिव ऑफ डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन प्लानिंग एंड डेवलपमेंट क्या मोटिव था किस लिए किया गया मतलब इस चीज के बारे में जरूर बताएं ठीक है ना थैंक यू
थैंक यू श्रेयांक थैंक यू सुमित and let me myself Aditya Amar, let me discuss some of the issues which are involved in the economic development with respect to the panchayats and all. See, one of the main issues is the lack of public awareness and the vigilance. See, when it comes to the programs and which has been implemented all over the India, and with respect to the panchayats and all, the lower level people who are the ultimate benefiters of the program, they are not being aware what is been happening. So they are not being aware the level of powers, the level of accessibility and all, they are not able to aware of it. So it is becoming an issue for initiating the initiative. So next comes to the lack of accountability. As India is having a many number of villages and as a high number of panchayats and all, it is difficult to identify. There is no specific process, pre-designed process to identify the expenditure and all and the decisions which has been taken, who is the responsible person who has taken and all. So it is also having one of the problem and difficulty in towards the economic development of the panchayats. And the decision making is not at broad based. As we know, the decisions which is taken at the center level, that is the parliament level and all, which is based on their experience and civil service agents who have been well educated, and the decisions which is taken in the panchayats may be well educated or may not be well educated. So in those cases, they may not be having the broader view of idea which the decisions which they have been taken. So ultimately, resulting in the backstop of the economic development which has been taken up. And the rules and procedures are not adequately framed. See, as we know in the upper classes of government and all, there are specific rules has to be framed, like MP, MLAs and all, there are some kind of decisions which has been taken. There are some set of procedures which has been formatted. But in the case of rural panchayats and all, there are no specific standard procedure which has been laid down. So it is making them too difficult. There is no look forward for them to take the decisions accordingly. Next, it comes to the influence of elite in the village planning. So let's take an example of one of the village. There may be some of the richest people in the village. These people will influence the decision process over there. So it will make the impact on the decision making over them. So there the personal agenda comes instead of the village agenda. Next, the lack of political will and political parties. Where there is a political influence and where there is a political will, there is a development. If I take an example of metros and all, where the political people are having more concentration, and if it comes to the villages, they are not having any power over there. They are not, because the votes which we get from the lower level of village is very less. So lack of that political people over there, so which is making them to take less concentrate on it, and the growth is comparatively low. and there is a lack of orientation of officials who are working with lower level groups. See, when it comes to the lower level group, like many of the officials are the like higher class people and all, they don't want to work with the lower level groups. That is the reason the initiatives is also being taken a step backward for the panchayats and rural development. Let me invite my friend Saloni to take care of the other sides. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditya. I would be talking upon the reform issues. Number one, land distributions. Panchayats are more successful in areas where the land distribution is even, and land distribution is even where the land reforms are effective. In India, West Bengal is a state where the land reforms are effective. Although it has only 3% of the total cropped up area, it accounts for nearly 20% of the cultivable land redistributed through the land reform legislations. However, land reforms have not been successful in several regions of the country. One way to deal with this is to empower the landless laborers and marginal farmers with the human capital to match them with the landed elites. Number two, education and skill development. This can enhance the productivity and increase the income of the people. Also, it contributes to greater participation of the people in the decision-making level at the panchayat level. Analysis shows that panchayats have been successful in contributing to development in places where the literacy rate and the education standards are higher. Better education to disadvantaged sections of the society makes the local governance as well as the development inclusive. In India, since Kerala is a state with higher literacy rate and high degree of political awareness, it presents the most successful case of panchayats contributing to development in India. Thus, issue here lies is that it is important to find mechanisms to harness the pool of educated manpower. Number three, women empowerment. The 73rd Amendment to the Indian Constitution mandated that minimum one-third of the total number of seats in village governments and minimum one-third of the office of the chairperson of the panchayat should be reserved to women. There are two views to these reservations. A, reservation doesn't result in ensuring equality since women who contest elections just echo the views of their husbands. And number two, reservations provide an opportunity for the educated and committed women to take leadership roles in the village panchayats. Number four, enlightened leadership. One of the most important features of successful panchayats is strong, visionary and committed leadership. Leadership does matter, and it matters the most where the literacy rates are lower. Enlightened leadership not only helps the panchayats where such leaders exist, but they create pressures in the neighboring panchayats to contribute to development. The issue here lies is that in many villages, people elect their leaders not for their inspiring leadership, but for many other considerations. Also, many times having a committed leader as a village sarpanch is a sheer matter of chance. Then is empowerment of panchayats. Many powers should be decentralized to the panchayats. Example, power to appoint teachers brought a significant improvement in the education landscape of Bihar. A survey showed that teachers' absenteeism has shown a sharp decline and the educational outcome in terms of the students' ability to read and comprehend had substantially improved. The last one is the dissemination of information. Creating institutions and systems to share and learn from the experiences of one another can be an important way in which the village panchayats can build their capacity to meet various developmental challenges. As of now, there is no such formal or informal forum in which they can share their experiences and learn from one another. Dissemination of information can lead to demand for specialized services which the village panchayats should be able to avail. Also, it would be helpful in raising the awareness of people. Unfortunately, there is no such mechanism existing in any of the states of India to make the information readily and freely available to enable the horizontal learning. Now, I would like to invite Aditya.
Thank you, Saloni. And let me put you some of the statistics of the panchayats and economic development which has been happened. See, let's take one of the statistics of net domestic product, which is taken from the Census India. See, it shows the net domestic product of the rural panchayats has been rising. We can see the statistics over there, 1980 to 81, 1245. It has been increasing gradually. And when it comes to there is one more statistics over there, that is a rural literacy rate. With the panchayats and systems which has been improving, the literacy rate is also increasing. So which leads to the economic development and economic development of the country. See, let's see some of the successful case studies which has been happened all over the India. See, for example, if you take Maulong, with the initiatives of the Panchayat and economic development, it has been evolved as Asia's cleanest village. And if you take an example of Punsari, the village with the technologies. Right now in Delhi, there is a problem of installing CC cameras and all, AC classrooms and all. The village has CC cameras, installing the AC classroom and everything. It was using all the technologies all over India. And Hibari Bazaar, what one of my friend is saying that about the water treatment and all. The village got 60 million years, and still it's a Gram Panchayat and with the water plant and all. And Dharani, it's the first fully solar powered village. And the Chapar, the village with the sweets. See, in this Chapar village, the women empowerment is being mainly concentrated. This is Chapar is one of the villages in Haryana where we are having the women birth rate, women disparities is there. This is the village in Haryana which says that, which distributes the sweets whenever there is a women child born. And Kokrebulla, a village with the boats. This village concentrates on the environment specifically. So it built nests for the birds, and it is concentrating it wants the birds, the ecological balance also along with it. And Potanikat, 100% literacy rate. We all know the Kerala is 100% literacy rate village. This is also one of the village from the Kerala. And Shenishingarapur, the village with no doors. You might have been heard about it. This village doesn't have the doors at all. And you know, it got a world record having the bank without doors itself. And the concept of panchayats, even though there are positive things and many things, there are some of the negative aspects of the panchayat system, which one of them is disparities of caste, class, gender, etc. See, with the evolvement of decentralized planning and all, there are some kind of reservations which has been included in it, which is increasing the distance gap between the caste, SC, ST, OC, OBC. They are like giving preference to some of the people. The gender-based aspects, it has been differentiated. And sharing of power. Till now the power, and before the panchayat system has been evolved, the powers are with the state government. So the state government, any state government or any authority does not want to share their power with any other people. So there is a problem which is happening over here. The state government authorities doesn't want to share the power with the local and village authorities. There is also one of the backward step of panchayats. Rural election dominating class. The rural, as we all know, we are all from the villages. We might be having some of the relatives in the villages. There we can take an example of it, and the rural elites, who are the richest people, who are having influence in the Gram Panchayat, will be worked as a sarpanch over there. Otherwise, they will appoint some of the representatives who are in the backward classes to work them on their behalf as a proxy. So this is also one of the cons of panchayats and the contractors and all. And let me conclude with the slide, whatever has just happened. Sumit has given he has summarized everything. He has defined and he has given us some of the introduction of what panchayat and economic development is. Next comes by Shreya. She explained about the importance, abstracts of the economic development, which are in line how it is being with the economic development and all panchayat. And next, by me, I explained the issues which is involved in it. So after that, Saloni Lahoti, which she came and explained about how are the activities which has been catalyzed towards the economic development, which has been happening in the panchayats, and some of the statistics we have seen, and the cons of panchayat. In spite of all the positives and negatives, the present system, there are results which have been reflecting the improvement of the rural development. Removal of bottlenecks will make the panchayat system work its best. Thank you. Any questions? Any questions? PPT prepared one, not copy.
fppt.com, that's all.
That was a template. can search it all.
First of all, I want to tell you that it was a very good presentation. These people have put their best foot forward, and all the efforts which they have put, it was easily visible. So round of applause for this group. नाश्ता नहीं किया है? Good. Now let's start. Who will tell me what was the best in this group?
Examples of villages.
Examples were there. Okay. Anyone else? Confidence. Okay.
They were not reading from the slides.
They were not reading from the slides. Okay. Statistics were shown. Good. Light background. Okay. अब इसका तो कोई कंट्रोवर्सी नहीं है लाइट और डार्क का. आपको ऐसा बैकग्राउंड रखना है बस जो ऑडियंस को दिख जाए. ओके. व्हाट एल्स? कोऑर्डिनेशन भी अच्छा था. ओके.
They introduced and summarized properly.
Very good. The introduction part and the conclusion part was really good. What else? Acha, what was bad? The negative of this group. It was very lengthy. Okay.
I know you prepared it, it doesn't look good.
मेरे को बताओ ताकि सारी क्लास को मैं बता सकूं. What was the negative?
He's saying he prepared it, but at the bottom right corner you can see fppt.com. So it doesn't look good.
You should have done it.
It means this